Hello, guys. My name is Fabrizio Jaurena, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about how the booming financial youth sports industry is negating many opportunities for children to participate, develop healthy bodies, and learn appropriate social skills here in the US. Before we start, I want to tell you guys about myself and how I could use personal experiences to apply to this topic. So, I've been playing soccer here in Miami from the age of 9 until I was about 19 years old. So, roughly 10 years. I've jumped from academy to academy. I started off in an academy called Boca Juniors, and I think I finished playing for Captiva FC, which is up in Plantation. And then I also played a year in New Jersey, so I can also tell you guys how the academies are here in Miami and how they are in a different part of the US, like New Jersey. The main issue with these academies in any sport, I chose to present about soccer because it's the one I have more knowledge on. But with any sport, it's money. The United States is more focused about money than actually developing kids in the proper way to help them make pro or just help them to get to the point where they want to be in their lives as an athlete. And here's a video I found on TikTok that compares the United States and Europe in sports.
This is why US soccer will never touch European football. It comes down to one simple thing: the money. The average academy in the US costs about $8,400 compared to Europe, which is absolutely free. The American academies are more focused on accumulating money from kids, while Europe has a long-term vision of creating a successful player in which they can sell for a profit later on. And because of this, the kids who are extremely talented but can't afford to pay the high club fees can't play. Whilst in Europe, if you have the skill, they'll probably invest more money into you than they'll ever ask you for. This is the sad truth of US soccer.
After seeing the video, you can see that roughly every academy in the US spends about $5,000 to $8,000 a year in just sports. But that also includes the sign-up fees, tournament fees, and any additional fees that the family might have to go through. The sign-up fees include such as tryouts, staff salary, field rentals, equipment cost, uniform cost, insurance cost, and more depending on the type of sport and academy you join. The tournament fees depend on the tournament, but basically each player has to pay around $50 to $100 for the average tournament, or $200 plus for a more high-end tournament. Also, every game they have to put $10 for the referee fees. Any additional fees that you might have to consider would be like hotel fees if the tournaments are out of town, or if you don't have a car, the bus fee, the Uber fee. If you have a car, the gas fee to get a practice, the mileage you're putting on the car, also the cleats that you want to buy your child, the shin guards, the gloves for the goalies, the stuff that don't come within the sign up fees that are tend to ask for money later. The number one reason kids have trouble developing healthy bodies in sports academies is the lack of knowledge. The average would hire inexperienced coaches to train your child how to play the sport and will not hire any personal trainers or nutritionists to help guide your child to a healthy lifestyle. Lack of good fields and proper equipment also play a factor in this, but the main reason are inexperienced coaches. These coaches are regular people that have probably played the sport for fun and picked up the job as a second job to earn extra money. It's like trying to get a job at a hospital after only watching Grey's Anatomy as an experience. It doesn't make sense, to me at least. When I mentioned poor quality fields, I meant fields like this. Most, if not all, of the fields in Miami look like this due to poor maintenance. These fields can cause injury to players due to the holes and causing them to twist ankles. A lot of the fields have this patch of dirt in the middle of the field, and most of them have them surrounding the goal where the goalkeeper would stay at. This tends to happen in the fields that are from natural grass. A lot of the fields you see nowadays are synthetic grass, and this is harder to see because the grass is artificial. But even there, they have holes around them, and they just don't take the time out of the day to fix the grass and have a healthy and safe playing environment for the kids. One of the biggest factors for kids having social skill problems are the parents. Parents getting involved in team activities can be good, but they could also be very, very bad. Like shown in the TikTok video that I showed before, the United States system is a play to play system. So the parents that put extra money for the kids to have more playtime causes problems mentally and physically for the child that gets subbed off. One, because now they're going to be wondering why they got subbed off, and two, it takes away their playtime. Thinking their child is the best of the best and thinking that they should start over the other kid or have more playtime than the other kid can also be a bad thing. This causes fights between the coaches and the staff, and just seeing parents complain about kids doesn't really make a team a team. I'm not saying every parent does this, but most of the parents that I've seen have done this. I'm talking about talking bad about teammates or coaches in front of the child. This is bad for the child because now the child seeing how you talk about the coaches or how the other players played, it makes them feel pressured to play good to live up to your expectations, causing the kid to be more stressed out and not enjoy the game and have fun. Another big factor is struggles in the family can tip off the child's at any in any situation. If the child sees that it's a struggle for his family to get him to practice, to get him to the games, to buy him new shoes, he won't enjoy the game as much as the kid that gets everything given to him. He will now play the game and he would want to play it good to show his parents that they're not wasting their time and they're not everything that they're struggling for is for something. He's not playing to have fun now, he's playing to prove something. And that can mess with a child's mental stability. Another big social skill factor between kids and academy in any sport is getting new equipment. This can go for sports such as football, soccer, tennis, basketball, golf, baseball, you name it. When someone gets something new, such as cleats, basketball shoes, a tennis racket, a golf club, a baseball bat, or even a baseball glove, they want to show it off. They want to use it and they feel better while using it. They also love to brag that they have something new. And what tends to happen is not only do the kids have new equipment, but also the pros have new stuff. And there's always commercials sponsoring it. So kids see this and go around asking their parents to see if they can get new stuff. Depending on the family situation, most of the time they're gonna say no because money's tight or they're going through a financial struggle. And when this happens and most of the team have new items, the child tends to feel left out and his or her confidence tends to go down due to money and financial problems in family. In conclusion, if you ask me how the booming financial youth sports industry is negating many opportunities for children to participate, develop healthy bodies, and learn appropriate social skills, I will tell you that parents have a big impact on the way the child acts and thinks, not just in sports, but in life. Inexperienced coaches and staff is unhealthy for children to develop healthy bodies and getting them in shape for said sport. Bad fields and equipment can cause injury in children. But at the end of the day, the biggest problem of them all is money. Money runs sports academies. Money can give your child playing time. Money can give your child better shoes, better opportunities. If you don't have money, you don't have opportunities. If you don't have money, you don't have the top of the line gear. If you don't have money, you can't participate. The whole system is based around money, money, money. Other countries in South America and Europe have academies that don't have the children pay for them. What I'm saying is, it's all based off talent. These academies have kids with the best mental health yet. When there's money involved, it's an issue for everyone: the staff, the coaches, the parents, the players, even the opposite team. Everything is based on money. If we find a way to have sports academies pay for everything, give them scholarships, then everything will be good. But right now, as of now, the average academies, like the ones that you can find in Hialeah, the ones you can find in Sweetwater, the ones you can find in Doral, everything is based on money, and money will forever be the main target. They don't care whether your kid gets injured, whether your kid gets playing time, whether he gets better. Everything is based on money. There are limited academies in the US that give you scholarships and you don't have to pay a single dime to play. But even to get into the scholarships, you need to put money to like even get in the tryouts, and you need to have connections. So even when money isn't involved, money is involved.